as we speak, there is a protest currently happening in Rivers State, and also at the same time, there's another protest happening in Abuja as well. They are trying to protest, to let Tinubu know that it's not right to enforce a leader, to enforce a sole administrator on the people. I think that these people just finally realize that hey, if we don't protest, if care is not taken, this sole administrator is here to, spend more than 6 years. Because how do you explain the reason why this sole administrator is trying to pass a budget? Is trying to pass a budget, the same budget that Fubara was accused of, passing, presenting to just 3 people who are his supporters. It's the same budget that this man wants to pass for somebody who is just there temporarily for just 6 months. How do you explain the fact that he's trying to pass a budget when you are just there for 6 months temporarily? You are just there to make sure that everything is going well in Rivers State, and that there is security of lives and property. And for the past 1 week, I do not think that we've heard of any news of pipeline bombings in Rivers State. But the sole administrator wants to pass a budget to who, you might want to ask. Is it the suspended lawmakers, the Rivers State lawmakers who have, who were recently suspended? Are they the ones that would come back to approve the budget? Or is it going to take the budget to the senators and House of Representatives members, because they are the ones that gave Tinubu, the go ahead for this state of emergency in Rivers State, you guys? Anyway, maybe probably we'll get to find that out. But currently, I think that Rivers State people have just woken up from their slumber, and these people are showing their grievances, letting Tinubu know that it is not right, and him enforcing a leader on Rivers State people, it's very undemocratic. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? What could you be doing on YouTube without subscribing to Newsroom Nigeria? Please go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below. It's free of charge. Also, hit on the like button. That way we're encouraged to put out more reliable and authentic news. YouTube will also be able to recommend this video to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section. Let's discuss your opinions over there. There is a massive blockage by security agencies of routes leading to Eagle Square and the Federal Secretariat in Abuja, where aggrieved Nigerians were planning to use for their protest against the controversial cyber crime war and the emergency rule in Rivers State. They already know that the usual spot that protesters use in Abuja is the Eagle Square. They know that is their regular venue where they converge, which is why these people have gone ahead to block the road leading to the Eagle Square. It's so sad because, this regime, I do not see the difference between this regime and military regime. Recently, we have seen the arrest of, about 2-3 people who have come online to criticize Tinubu's government. They have been arrested and, maltreated just because of speaking against this government. This same government would not also allow citizens to go out on the streets with placards to express themselves, to express their grievances to the government. Why? I don't know. What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of? I think that they want people to continue singing their praises, irrespective of the fact that he's not doing well and people are not pleased with his administration. A lot of people, like I said, have likened this administration to military era because there is no freedom of speech. You go online to say anything against Baba Tinubu, before you know it, they will boggle you. You come on the streets to express yourself and say that, you are not doing well. They will carry you, tear gas everywhere, left, right, and center. Like, why? Why? And we say we are in democracy. We say we are in democracy regime where people should have freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of association. As long as you are not causing violence, as long as you are not, injuring your neighbor, as long as you are not causing harm to anybody, you should be able to come on the street. I think that, those are some of the benefits of, democracy, because you can express yourself. You can say to the government that we do not want this. We do not want this, which is why people are coming out today to tell the Tinubu administration that we do not want the state of emergency in Rivers State because it's an infringement on human rights, because you are enforcing a leader that we did not vote for. You are enforcing it on us. Anyway, moving on. Vanguard observed that riot policemen used their vehicles to block the routes leading to the venue of a planned protest even before daybreak. As a result, workers and private persons who had taken to their usual routes to access their offices on Monday morning were stranded as they were turned back by the security agents. So people are not going to go to work because The security agents are blocking the road leading to Eagle Square. So anybody that must take that route to their workplace today, Monday, they have to go back home. It's quite sad. Those who insisted on going to their offices, which share a boundary with Eagle Square, were forced to disembark from their buses and trek to their respective offices under security watch. It means that they have to watch you. They have to search you to actually be sure, to be certain that if you are going to work, you are going to work, and you are not just one of the protesters who want to gather at the Eagle Square before you'll be allowed to trek to your offices. In the ensuing confusion and chaos, the roads leading to Eagle Square and the adjoining areas were flooded with commuters and vehicles, leading to traffic gridlock and struggle by passengers to exit the crowded areas. The police declined to comment on why they needed to block the roads and avoid suffering for workers on a working day. Can you imagine the kind of suffering, the kind of stress that they are causing people who needed to pass through that route to get to their workplace on a Monday morning? Can you imagine? Just because they do not want protesters to gather. Please, what is wrong with protesting? What is wrong with protesting? The duty of the police is only to make sure that the situation is managed and the situation is under control and nobody is causing harm or putting other people in danger. So why are these people afraid of protest? That is a question that I'm asking. That is a question that is begging for answer. And I know that other people are also asking that same question. Why are they so much afraid of protest? Why are they so afraid of protest? What is wrong with protesting? What is wrong with protesting? Let me know in the comment section what you all think about this. But before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. DQ says, this is one of the signs of dictatorship. There is protest in US, Turkey, and Israel without harassment, intimidation, or blockage of roads. As we speak, there's a protest going on in US. Nobody is blocking the road. Nobody is, tear gassing anybody. Nobody is flogging or beating anybody because they know that it is part of, the democratic process. It is part of democracy. If you can express yourself, freedom of association, freedom of movement, those are part of the benefits that citizens enjoy under democratic rule. But in Nigeria, that is not the case. And Eze says, one of our problems in this country not have progressed is men of forces always intimidating the people not to protest in the presence of bad governance. What can they do? I think they are just working on the instructions, but I think they should have the good sense to decline sometimes. Adebisi says, this same Tinubu protested anyhow in the time past just to call Obasanjo and PDP bad names, but is opposing protest now. Wale Soyinka and co. Tinubu and APC are terrible choices some Nigerians made. Emmanuel says, apparently, this restlessness is not a result of poverty and hunger, but outright stupidity with criminal intent. Raphael Jackson says, so who are these so-called protesters and what are they protesting for? John says, we no send you there. This government is worse than military rule. Stephen says, the major problem in this country, Nigeria, is the police. Let them continue, but they and those people that they are assumed to protect, God is watching you people. I just pray that, God keeps those people who are out there protesting. I pray that God keeps them safe because it's dangerous. It's really dangerous. So because these police officers that you see out there, some of them, they have drank shek early in the morning. They are not themselves. Any sign of threat to them like this, they don't carry gun. So be careful out there. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you in my next video.